Spanish royal family just witnessed something that hasn't happened in decades, and the implications are sending shockwaves through European monarchy circles. Princess Leonor of Spain, at just 19 years old, has officially stepped into a role that connects her to 6 centuries of medieval power struggles, ancient kingdoms, and political intrigue that most people have completely forgotten about. What happened last week in the autonomous community of Navarre isn't just another royal visit, it's the awakening of a dormant royal title that carries more weight than anyone expected. Before we dive into this incredible story, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you find it fascinating, and drop a comment letting me know what you think about this historic moment. Your engagement helps us bring you more exclusive royal content that you won't find anywhere else. Princess Leonor has just made her debut as the Princess of Viana during her recent visit to the autonomous community of Navarre, which was part of the ancient kingdom of Navarre. This isn't just some ceremonial title that gets dusted off for special occasions. The title of Princess of Viana was created more than 600 years ago, and it represents something far more significant than most people realize. To understand why this matters so much, we need to go back to medieval Spain, when the Iberian Peninsula was a complex web of competing kingdoms, each with their own traditions, languages, and political ambitions. The Kingdom of Navarre was one of these powerful medieval states, and the title of Prince or Princess of Viana was reserved for the heir to the Navarrese throne. When Ferdinand the Catholic united much of Spain through marriage and conquest, these ancient titles became absorbed into the Spanish crown, but they never lost their symbolic importance. What makes Princess Leonor's situation so extraordinary is that she holds not just one, but multiple princely titles: Princess of Asturias, Princess of Girona, and now actively Princess of Viana. Each of these represents a different historic kingdom that eventually became part of modern Spain. It's like carrying the genetic code of Spanish unity in her very titles, but it's also something that creates unexpected complications. This marks Princess Leonor's first official visit to Navarre as Princess of Viana, one of the traditional titles of the heir to the Spanish crown. But here's where things get really interesting. This situation had not happened until now, meaning that for years, decades even, the Spanish heir apparent simply wasn't actively using this particular title. Why the sudden change? Why now? The timing is absolutely crucial. Princess Leonor has just completed her naval training, where she was promoted to second-class midshipman, equivalent to a fourth-class second lieutenant in other branches of the Spanish armed forces. She's transitioning from military training into full-time royal duties, and the Spanish royal house is clearly positioning her as a unifying figure for all the different regions of Spain. In a country where regional independence movements, particularly in Catalonia and the Basque Country, have created significant political tension, having a future queen who actively embodies the historical unity of Spanish kingdoms is incredibly strategic. But there's something else happening here that goes beyond politics. Princess Leonor recently received the title of adopted daughter of Marin, which recognizes the historical link between the town and the royal family, especially since Marin is the headquarters of the naval school. This isn't just ceremonial either. The Spanish monarchy is clearly building a narrative around Leonor that connects her personally to different parts of Spain, creating emotional and historical bonds that go far beyond the typical royal duties. The visit to Navarre itself was meticulously planned to maximize this effect. During their trip, the royal trio visited Pamplona, Viana, Leire, Olite, and Tudela, hitting all the major historical and cultural centers of the ancient kingdom. Each stop was designed to reinforce the connection between the modern Spanish monarchy and the deep historical roots of the region. What's particularly fascinating is how Princess Leonor is handling this responsibility. Princess Leonor starred on Friday, September 26, in a moment that will mark her first visit to Navarre as Princess of Viana, accompanied by King Felipe. Reports from the visit describe her as confident, engaged, and surprisingly knowledgeable about the local history and traditions. This isn't a teenager going through the motions, this is someone who clearly understands the weight of what she's carrying. The broader context makes this even more remarkable. Princess Leonor will become the first queen regnant of Spain since her great-great-grandmother, Isabella II, whose reign ended in 1868. That's more than 150 years since Spain had a ruling queen rather than a king. The historical parallel is staggering. Isabella II's reign was turbulent, marked by political instability and eventually revolution. Princess Leonor is inheriting a very different Spain, but one that still faces significant challenges around regional autonomy, economic inequality, and changing social values. The international implications are equally significant. Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia recently traveled to Basel to cheer on Spain in the Women's Euro 2025 final, joining Prince William and Princess Charlotte in the VIP section. These aren't just social occasions, they're diplomatic opportunities. The younger generation of European royals is building relationships that will define international cooperation for decades to come. Crown Princess Leonor of Spain is transitioning into full-time royal life, and everything about how she's approaching this transition suggests a level of strategic thinking that goes far beyond her years. The decision to actively embrace and promote the Princess of Viana title, rather than letting it remain dormant, signals that the Spanish royal house is preparing for a future where regional identity and national unity need to be carefully balanced. The military training component can't be overlooked either. Princess Leonor will join the San Javier General Air Academy for the 2025-2026 academic year as ensign student, meaning she's following in the footsteps of her father and grandfather by completing comprehensive military training across all branches of the armed forces. This isn't typical for female heirs to European thrones, and it sends a clear message about the kind of monarch Princess Leonor intends to become. There's also a personal dimension to all of this that makes it even more compelling. Princess Leonor was recently pictured with her whole family for the first time in months as she completed naval training, highlighting the sacrifice and dedication required for this level of preparation. While other teenagers are focused on university life and career decisions, Princess Leonor is methodically preparing to lead a nation of nearly 47 million people. The symbolism of the Princess of Viana title specifically is incredibly rich. Viana was historically the title given to the heir of Navarre, a kingdom that successfully maintained its independence for centuries while surrounded by much larger and more powerful neighbors. It represents resilience, diplomatic skill, and the ability to maintain identity while adapting to changing circumstances. These are exactly the qualities that a future Spanish monarch will need in the 21st century. What's particularly striking is how the Spanish royal house is handling the media narrative around these developments. Rather than simply announcing titles and ceremonies, they're creating opportunities for Princess Leonor to demonstrate competence, dedication, and genuine connection to Spanish history and culture. The naval training, the regional visits, the international appearances, they all build toward a comprehensive picture of someone who is genuinely prepared for the responsibilities she'll inherit. The political implications extend beyond Spain's borders as well. European monarchy is at a crossroads, with several countries questioning the relevance and cost of their royal families. The Spanish approach, positioning their heir as someone who is both historically grounded and thoroughly modern, represents one possible path forward for constitutional monarchy in the 21st century. Leonor's role is taking on new prominence. She now holds the title of Princess of Viana, and this is a historic appointment, tied to the Crown of Aragon, which adds yet another layer to her connection with Spanish regional identity. The Crown of Aragon historically included not just Aragon itself, but also Catalonia, Valencia, and the Balearic Islands, regions that today have strong independence movements and complex relationships with Madrid. The fact that all of this is happening now, as Princess Leonor enters her adult years and begins taking on more significant royal duties, suggests that the Spanish royal house has been planning this transition very carefully. Every decision, from her military training to her educational choices to the timing of these regional visits, appears to be part of a comprehensive strategy to prepare both Princess Leonor and the Spanish people for a future reign that will inevitably face challenges that haven't existed for previous generations. The European royal context makes Princess Leonor's preparation even more significant. While other young royals focus primarily on ceremonial duties and charitable work, Princess Leonor is receiving comprehensive training that includes military service, regional diplomacy, and international representation. This level of preparation suggests an understanding that future monarchs will need to be more than symbolic figureheads. They'll need to be genuine leaders capable of navigating complex political and social challenges. As Princess Leonor continues her transition into full royal duties, the Princess of Viana title represents something much more significant than a historical curiosity. It's a statement about the kind of monarchy Spain envisions for its future, one that honors its complex regional heritage while maintaining national unity, one that respects tradition while embracing change, and one that prepares its future leaders for the genuine responsibilities of constitutional monarchy in an increasingly complex world. The question that emerges from all of this isn't just about Princess Leonor's individual preparation, but about the future of European monarchy itself. As traditional institutions face increasing scrutiny and changing social expectations, the approach taken by the Spanish royal house, emphasizing thorough preparation, regional connection, and genuine competence, may well represent a model that other monarchies will need to consider. Princess Leonor's embrace of the Princess of Viana title, with all its historical weight and contemporary implications, suggests a level of strategic thinking about the future of monarchy that goes far beyond anything we've seen from her generation of European royals. What do you think about Princess Leonor's approach to preparing for her future role as Queen of Spain, and could this model of comprehensive preparation and regional engagement represent the future of European monarchy in the 21st century?